What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Rimworld, where things have gotten a little better. I mean, things are moving up. People are no longer, like, ragingly sick, which is good. Val, have you not been... Oh, he's got alpaca bruises. He was attacked by a psychotic alpaca. It happened. You know, I may... Here, you get that spear right there, because I think you were really good at melee, weren't you? Yeah, so having a wood spear on you just seems a bit like a travesty. You, on the other hand, I need to send some people out on hunts to learn how to shoot so they get better. I'm not a big fan of melee weapons in this game. Like, they're okay, but they're not that good. Melee weapons have their place. Like, there is a time that you should be using melee weapons. Unfortunately, we don't have those times right now, so you've already been... You got shot in the spine. Tona, you shot somebody in the spine. You almost made him a quadriplegic. What is a tribal society supposed to do with a quadriplegic, man? How do we... We haven't invented the wheel yet. Can't make a wheelchair because that would necessitate the wheel. So, like, what do you want me to do here? Shooting people in the spine. You can't hit them in something non-essential like the toe? Man, Colin is killing me right now. Killing me. I mean, I don't think there's a recipe anywhere for ramps, so... I would say our society is probably not the most friendly place to be a quadriplegic in. So if you could avoid making people quadriplegics in our society, that'd be great. I would prefer to keep that minimized, if at all possible. Take Tone out on one hunt, and the next thing you know, half our colony's painting pictures of horses with their mouths. Like, damn it. Come on. Electricity still plugging along. Still plugging along. And then from there, I will more than likely... Well, if that gives us access to the wood-burning generator, I'll go with air conditioning first, because then I'll just line up a bunch of generators back here, and we'll run the wiring throughout. We're a little bit low on steel at the moment, so that would probably be the next thing that we would want to preload before we do anything else. It'd probably be a really... Abakira, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh, he wants the components. Gotcha. He should make it back inside before anything goes wrong, I think. No, all of you guys stop doing the dumb thing that you are currently contemplating doing. I know I get on you guys. Oh shit, they're gonna mine through. Well, that's less than positive. Oh, he's getting through quick too. Man. Avakiro, go get a bow. Release animals. No! What are you doing? Please don't do what you're doing right now. We might take a hit on our current supply of emus. We don't seem to be real good at shooting, but my hope is that eventually we'll hit something. Alright, everybody off right there. Prioritize firefighting. I mean, do what you gotta do, I guess. We've survived a raid, though, that was unfortunately a bit more nasty than I expected it to be. Banana, rescue the cassowaries. We don't have unreserved animal beds. So, whose beds are those? Okay, so build animal beds then. Apparently I need tons and tons of animal beds in order to make this work. And then somebody needs to prioritize doing that. As soon as we get those up, go ahead and treat the animals. Avankiro, have you been treated? You have not been treated. After you finish your meal, rest until healed. If you have not been treated, rest until healed. In the meantime, he's got a pistol gunshot. So let's have him make his bed a medical bed. Bonzo, you have one job right now, and that's to make sure everybody doesn't die of horrible diseases. Go ahead and rescue whatever cassowaries you can. Tona, rescue that one. As soon as he's done, we prioritize treating Lendoa. As soon as he's done, we prioritize treating White. One thing at a time. Slowly but surely, we will get this done. In addition, we are going to capture Tiny. Oh, we have no unmarked beds. Okay. I think I got everybody. Looking through our colony, that was not something that I expected right there, for them just to chisel through a wall. I knew that they could do it, but I may make multiple paths they can get in then. I might make another trap hallway right here, and another trap hallway over here, just until we get turrets. I mean, we'll be able to reclaim a lot of this metal material once it's all done. So let's consider for a moment our ability to make this into like a natural death hallway. And then I'll put in a steel wall right there, and we'll make this one. Actually, it only needs to be like 3 wide. So technically, we've already got that banged out right there. And once that's done, we'll put a wall in right here. We'll put more traps in. We have no choice. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to chisel through a wall quite so soon. With her, we want chat and recruit on Samantha. Remove the medical designation. Nobody should own that bed, so I should be able to call it a prisoner bed. He should go capture Tiny. Luckily, those Molotovs didn't get too far out of control. We've got a normal pistol laying on the ground and an awful steel shiv. I would prefer, if we could have somebody pick up a firearm, that'd be great. Chances are he probably has an infection, or will have an infection very, very soon. The Cassowaries actually did a really good job. I'm kind of surprised how well they did. The Cassowaries laid it down. Like, they actually took out 2 guys out of all those dudes right there, and they provided a distraction for the enemy to shoot at while the rest of my guys whittled them down. So who's got the infection? Tiny's gotten sick from an infection. Yeah, I figured as much. Go ahead and with Tiny, I don't know if it's worth it to try and save him if he's already got an infection. It's probably just like a minor itchy thing. And they do go immune to it pretty fast. Ooh, he's got an infection in his liver. I just release him then for goodwill. Yeah, a liver infection. He's not going to make it. Strip him before he dies, please. So that we can get his helmet and some of his other stuff. Don't feed him, man. He's just going to die anyways. No interaction. I mean, release him if you can. A sailor named Alan Glover calls to you from nearby. He's being chased by Brent Briga. No, I'm going to ignore the message. I don't have time for a new recruit right now. So why is she so upset about joining us? There it is. Okay, so strip that individual, please. Everybody should be up and running very, very soon. You know, I don't know if I should just wall this up or if I should do what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out whether or not... So pretty much all of our animals are sick right now. And she was preggers. Which one is pregnant here? This one? Where does she lay her egg? Where did that egg get laid? A fertilized cassowary egg. Okay, so nobody touched that. Who's got a poor mood going right now? Abankuro. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's because you've been shuffling dead people for half an episode. For you, sir, just equip a pistol. We can't be messing around with the melee stuff anymore. We gotta fight with these guys on equal ground at this point. We gotta get in there and just start battling. Oh, Bonzo's in a poor mood too. An innocent prisoner died. He's not innocent, he attacked us. Dear Lord. These people. Camel hair parkas, t-shirts, okay. Strip the body, cassowary 1 is good to go. I would prefer, as soon as they're all healed up, I'm gonna put them inside the animal area because we officially have all the hay and everything that we need. So now that that's done, we struck uranium. I'm gonna use wood because I'm feeling a little bit low on some of the other supplies. And then from there, for security purposes, we may not have enough steel to bang that out, but we're still gonna try. We've got White has had a mental binge, and so he's throwing down on food. That's okay. I can live with that. Now for our animals, we confine them all to animal area 1 so that we know where to find them all. The egg is fertilized, it's growing, it's doing its thing. I think we could do with a few more females as far as that's concerned, but we'll have to sort that out in a little bit. We have access to more steel now, which is good. This gives us a gateway to an area that we previously didn't have access to. That was a little bit far out of our way. A little bit far out, bro. I think that if we take this and mine this right here, we mine that right there, we should have enough steel to last a little while. Obviously, in the wake of an attack like that, people tend to get a little bit antsy. I mean, what are you going after? Oh, he's trying to tame that female. Go ahead and take the female off the list. She's too far away now. I don't want to mess with that. We'll wait till one wanders a little bit closer. But having multiple females, like gestating multiple eggs would really be preferable. Like, for example, there's one right there. So go tame that one. The more the merrier when it comes to cassowaries. So they should just hang out in here, and then they'll eat the hay whenever they want it, and then we can hold them there, we can have them bum rush the enemy whenever, you know, the situation necessitates, essentially. Abankuro's going to get the pig. It's nighttime now. There's a solar flare coming through that no longer affects us. It's 30 C outside. Still pretty warm. Still pretty warm as far as that's concerned. If somebody wants to clean up that body, I wouldn't argue. Stepping over it 30 times a day is probably a bad plan. We're also out of meals, which is probably not helping with our situation. You know what? Just do... I think I had it right the first time. Just do this until you have 30 of them. How's that parka coming along? It's done. Oh, good. We got the parka finished. Is it a good parka or is it a shitty parka? We will find out. It's a good parka. Good. Glad to see it. Glad to... Did you just put it on? Oh, she did. Why are you wearing a parka when it's 28 Celsius? Seems like poor planning. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Got a little bit of pork left, so those meals should get done. Hops are looking alright. Are we all beard up? Okay, because moods are so bad, go ahead and give me 20 beer crafts as well. We've got 3 cooks now. They should be able to swing the shift around and make it happen. You guys are really, really failing at making this stuff over here. I hope you know that. We've got a solar flare. He lost his mind because he had to eat without a table. Man, that's first world problems. There's no table for me to sit at and eat my meal. How dare they make me eat standing up? I'm gonna break. Go ahead and arrest him. We'll talk him back into being one of us. And then once he recovers a little bit, you can release him afterwards and he comes back to your side. You just gotta get him to feel better. And then once he's no longer mental breaked, we should be able to release him, I think. A trader from Housewife's Tree. That's good. Go ahead and release him when you get the chance. I think his days is over. So, I'm not saying I'm going to kill him. I'm not saying his days are over. I'm just saying I think his days is finished off. We got real traders this time around. People with actual stuff. So we might be able to sell something here. I think Val was my go-to guy for some of this. Although I don't know where he's at right now. Oh, he's right there. See what kind of trading we can get done. So he's got shoddy armor vests. I would say to sell the Molotovs. Basically, I'm going to sell just about everything that I don't find to be immediately useful. He's got LMGs, steel shivs. Yeah, take those. Steel spear. Yeah, sure. I'm not going to be running a lot of melee weapons anymore. Artillery shells would be preferable because we do want to get artillery research. That would help out with some of our issues here. He'll take the jade knife, which I think is a really, really good thing to get rid of because we're not going to use it. It's just sitting there. So if we can make some money and make a decent trade out of it, I'd be okay with that. I could live with that. He's got componentry. Or no, we've got componentry. Shit, I was hoping he'd have it. Nobody has any steel. So we're still kind of left to our own devices on that one. I would love to buy some guns, but we can't afford the LMG. So the excellent LMG, we can't afford it. It's too expensive. We basically sold him just about everything we have. And without getting rid of the components, which we're going to need later, I don't think we're going to be able to get close to that one. Yeah. I think that seems about right. So I might just take the 1,000 silver and trade, I guess. I guess I'll take the medicine too. And then let me pan through and make sure there's not any icons here that I'm missing out on. There we go. Should be good enough. We got a Thrumbo over here. I'm a little bit worried about the Thrumbo. I mean, if we could tame it, it's one of the best pets in the game for releasing on enemies. The Thrumbo is like no joke. If you have a pet Thrumbo, you're basically unassailable for a while. Like, he's a monster. And I don't mean that in like an offensive way. He's like a combat monster. Like, he will wreck people. A wild boar has self-tamed. Okay. It's a male. If we could tame a female anyways, we could also have pigs, which would be good. I don't like it when I got a bunch of notifications stacked up over here. It makes me feel like I'm not doing my job properly. It makes me feel like, do they get negative penalties for seeing a dead guy? Looks like they don't. Do we have anybody that's really, really, really good at animal handling? Banana's at 16. Banana might be able to tame the Thrumbo at 16. However, there is a chance that Banana will get mauled. That's the other half of it, is that it may or may not go very well. 0.5% chance to tame it's kind of risky. I don't like it. We'll leave it alone. Abankiro is in a terrible mood, as per usual. What he needs to do is get his brewski on and chill for a little bit. That's what he needs to do. There we go. See? That's what I'm talking about. Just put a little chillax in your life. Abankiro, I'm going to give you some more joy time because I think you deserve it, boo. I think you deserve it, bae. The darkness is not helping either. We need to get, like, lamps and shit. Until we get, like, lamps and some of our research done. That also puts us in an awkward space as far as... puts us in an awkward space as far as... Did we run out of materials? No, we still got some. Okay. Yeah, we got enough to put that all together. I am a tiny bit worried about it. But we've still got massive steel reserves in this area, so we should be alright. They're just getting a little bit further away from home at this point, which means we have to go on these little sojourns every single time we want to do this. Somebody's cooking meals right now, which is a good thing. 35 out of each of these? Yeah, 35 out of each of those. That'll give us a little bit of steel to play with. Are they hungry? Like, are they... Okay, I just wanted to make sure they weren't malnourished or anything. I wanted to make sure they were eating the hay and they were taking care of business. So we got a boar corpse up there. If we could tame a female boar, that'd be great. Because we have the male already. Where he's at, I don't know. The boar should be around somewhere. He's probably on his way in. Oh, there he is right there. He's crashed out sleeping. Okay. That's because the boar has not been sent to the animal area just yet. Hey, there you go, buddy. Make yourself feel good. Do something for you, you know what I mean? Was imprisoned. Colony had me in jail because you were walking around naked, screaming about the fact that you had no surface to put your dinner on. How can I eat without a surface? Is what you kept saying. To which we replied, just calm down and we'll help you the best we can. But you wouldn't calm down. So, you had to get taken. You had to get took. Like Liam Neeson up in this bitch. People start acting crazy. Oh. He's not going to like the fact that he had to sleep on a stack of potatoes either. That's probably going to leave him deeply upset about his prospects for survival in our colony. On the plus side, I've got enough animals right now to where I can just, like, send them out. Wow, Samantha does not want to join us. Is she related to somebody? That's kind of crazy. I'm actually really surprised how difficult of a time we're having getting her going. Her mood's acceptable levels. I mean, she doesn't have that many negatives. Although sometimes this bugs out and doesn't tell you actually everything that's wrong. And then once they get recruited, a full list of things will be put there. Unfortunately, I need her. I need her. She's a displaced noble. She's slothful and she's nervous. But I need her. I need a researcher that can do just research all day, every day. And she's got decent stats at it. So I would prefer to do that so that I can swap her over to here and just not have to worry about anybody else feeling like they need to do it. Mandoa's still working on that parka, which is great. That'll ensure that people aren't in too bad a shape. White's down here. He actually has quite the passion for mining. He's not so bad at it. Not so bad at it. So that'll probably be another 400 steel right there. This will more than likely be like another 500, 600. That'll put us back up to 1,000. I like to keep a reserve of 1,000 steel at any given time if I can help it in any way. Cassowary will be done probably in 3 or 4 days, and then we'll have another cassowary on our hands, hopefully a female. If it's a male, I won't be that upset about it, but I'll probably either trade it or butcher it. I mean, I guess I could keep it. I guess I could keep the male. Ooh, he's got a berserk mental break. That's not good. Abanquero has been torn to death. It's unfortunate. Wasn't really looking to lose anybody today, but I guess you live with what you live with. I gave him every opportunity. I don't know why he was so close to a mental break all the time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let the injured cassowary out so that it can go to a bed and lay down. And then somebody will come along and patch it up. That is unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. He was one of the weaker members of the group. He was constantly mentally breaking, so it's like, what are you going to do? That's why you tend to curate who you bring into the colony a little bit. She got a 7% chance to tame that female over there, so that's good. And her egg is not fertilized right now, so... I don't know. We're out of time for the day. Abanquero is dead, unfortunately. That's that. We should be alright, though. It should just be a minor setback. I will see you on the next episode of Rimworld. Thanks for stopping on in, everybody, and hi-do.